Hello, good morning. You join me. Oh, my battery's flashing. Hang on, good start. Change the battery, there we go. You join me on this wonderful Friday. Got a bit of an exciting day today, so I thought I would vlog and also maybe some snippets over the weekend. But I'm starting off today. It's been like the nicest weather. It's been warm and delightful, but today it's like hazy and weird. So I'm gonna make the most of the slightly cooler weather and do a little bit of a Peloton workout. Alfie bought a Peloton a couple of months ago, and I'm not gonna lie, I've not used it that many times, but I am trying to do a little bit more working out and gentle exercise. I'm not really the biggest exerciser anyway, as you probably all know, but I've been really enjoying doing some low impact and kind of like warming up rides and beginner rides. So Alfie's just finished one with Sean. Now I'm gonna go down and attempt one to start my morning off. Are you dead? Did I pick you a hard one?
That was savage. Yo, are you sweating?
Yeah, I'm sweaty. I'm not like overly sweaty, but I'm definitely sweaty.
I'm so sweaty.
Right, I'm gonna have a go now.
You going on it now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good.
Sick. Zoe's going on now. Come on, 20 seconds left. 20 seconds.
3, 2, Ooh. Awesome job.
Done. How was that?
Good. Hey, look, I got some achievements. It's a little bit later. I am make-upped up, looking a little bit more fresh after my Peloton session this morning.
Was that your last clip?
Yeah. Alfie and I are obviously now in the car and we are heading off to the 4D scan, which we're excited about, but also Alfie's just got very nervous about it.
It's because I spoke to them on the phone yesterday and they were like, oh, before we turn on the 4D, obviously we'll do a full 15-page report on the actual health of your baby in 2D. And I was like, shit, I forgot about that kind of stuff. I didn't think that was today. I forgot that they do that as well as the 4D.
Yeah,
So
we have obviously already had like a full medical on our 20-week scan, which is when they check things like the heart and all the organs, and they check for loads of different things at the 20-week scan, which I was actually we were very nervous for that one.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah.
And everything couldn't have gone better.
Yeah.
It went amazingly.
But
It just is a bit scary, isn't it?
just,
Even
yeah.
if we know everything, like it's just been 8 weeks, and even though we know everything is okay, it's just our daughter, isn't it?
I know. I'm more nervous that she's going to be asleep with her hands across her face and we're not going to be able to see her.
I'm nervous she's got a head the size of mine.
Well,
and
I'm nervous about that every single day.
Your body is pretty petite.
I'm really excited, and also because you can take in 3 people now, which is so exciting. I feel like I might have already said this, maybe I didn't, but we're taking in Alfie's mum and Alfie's sister, Poppy, and Amanda. I don't know why I dressed them as your mum and sister. I think people know by now. Yeah, they're able to come along, and because it's like really local, we're just like, all right, let's all have a little look
So
together.
Meet their granddaughter and niece.
I know.
Just cash, as you do on a Friday afternoon.
I'm really excited. I just really hope. She's been very photogenic up until this point. She's behaved very well at every scan. At the 20-week scan, one of my friends is also pregnant. She had to go out into the car park and run around, and because they couldn't look at the heart properly, and like at the 20-week scan you want them to really behave because that's where they have to obviously check everything, but so far we've not had any incidences where they've not been able to see something because she's been at a certain angle. So fingers crossed that carries on.
At one point she was literally, do you remember? She had
Upside down.
She had both her hands on her head, like, leaning back, and the guy was like, she's
posing.
Posing for you. Like,
she was like reclining in the womb like this with both her hands behind her back.
Chilling. And then she was smirking in that 4D picture, the one that we have got.
I've not shown
Have you not shown that?
I don't think I even mentioned it. When we went for our 20-week scan, which is the one I was talking about, the like routine 20-week, the big one where they check the anatomy, he turned on the 4D and me and Alfie
flicked it on randomly.
Weren't expecting it. And obviously at 20 weeks, the baby is still quite like, it's still developing. It doesn't have a lot of fat and it doesn't have a lot of chub. So we were both like, whoa. But I haven't actually shared that anywhere just because I feel like she's so little. I don't know, it just feels weird. But yeah, I'm excited.
It's a sole of the foot, so that's her ankle.
Aww.
It's a leg here, stretched out. Beautiful.
Is her the right arm behind her?
Yeah, she's
She's like, yeah.
It's gonna be.
I want her to open her eyes.
Hello, hello. Back in my usual favourite little spot. I know that 4D scans aren't everyone's cup of tea, but it was a really nice thing to experience with Poppy and Amanda. So yeah, it was lovely. I just totally forgot to vlog afterwards. I think I just got so excited and like immersed in the experience. And then after that we went back to Alfie's parents' house and we you can download like the images onto your phone, and we showed Alfie's dad and we had dinner and it was just really lovely. And then now we're here. I'll wait until Alfie is free and I have finished getting ready, and then we'll sit down and chat you through it. And you know, it was cool. Today I started off the day by going into town, getting my brows done. Loving life. You know when you've had like a fresh tint and they just look slightly darker than you're used to? That's how I'm feeling right now. And I like super quickly blow dried my hair but then didn't actually do anything to it. Oh my gosh, look at that. So I thought I would sit down, chat to you, do my hair, thumbnail. Oh god, you know when you've been like wearing it in a ponytail after you freshly washed it. So today I'm going to use the GHD Max. I work with GHD, so I'm going to add here. Yeah, today I'm going to use their Max styler, which actually quite a few of you have asked me about because this isn't one that I use that regularly, and that is mainly because I love a wave in my hair. But today I'm going to go for a straight style because it's just too hot to sit here. It's been like 28 degrees today, Celsius. I know that a lot of places in the world use Fahrenheit and that doesn't ever sound hot when you say it like that. But yeah, it's been hot for the UK, and you have to remember, us Brits, we don't have aircon in our houses. So when temperatures get really high, we all moan about it and we all can't cope. It's so funny whenever everyone starts going, oh my god, it's so hot. Everyone's like, I don't understand. Like, do you guys just not have aircon or something? And we're like, no. But then you would think more people would get aircon because the same thing happens every year. Well, no. Some people have aircon. Most people don't. That I know of anyway. It's too hot for me to sit here and curl my hair. So I'm going to do a straight style instead. And the GHD Max stylers are perfect for that because the plates are 70% bigger, so they are perfect for if you have thick, curly, frizzy, extensions, long hair, and you want to reduce the time that it takes you to do your hair by half, essentially. Before I do that, always very important to use a styling product. This is the GHD Straight and Smooth Spray. And you can put this on towel dried hair if you prefer. I was in such a rush this morning that I didn't, which is why I'm making sure I'm putting it on now. Or you can just lightly spray it on dry hair and then I'm just going to brush through it before I straighten. This ensures that your hair is instantly more smooth and sleek and less frizzy, especially if you're going for a really like straight, sleek style. One thing Sam, my hairdresser, always taught me was that brushing your hair as you straighten it makes it so much easier, and sometimes I just forget that little nugget of information, but there you go. I know I work with GHD, but GHD are just a hair brand that I love and trust and have used for years and years and years, and there just is not a better styler. Like, I cannot even tell you how soft and sleek my hair feels right now. They give you 80% more shine, and I feel like you can actually see that, especially because I have like blonde balayage hair. Blonde hair is not usually one to shine, but you can even see it in my blonde hair. So the stylers never get too hot because they have what is known as an advanced dual zone ceramic technology, which is essentially a patented heater system which measures the temperature of your hair 250 times a second to ensure that it never goes above 185 degrees, which is like the optimum temperature. These are also good if you want to do big bouncy curls, by the way. I'd love to know what you guys do with your hair when it's hot. The reason these are so good for people with particularly thick hair is because obviously hair is all different textures, thicknesses and temperatures, and with a lot of other stylers, if you start at the top, it alters the temperature as you move down through the hair, which obviously makes it less consistent. But because of the dual zone technology in the Max Styler, it doesn't do that. It measures the temperature from top to bottom, which gives you a much more consistent temperature all the way down from top to bottom. I really love that I'm able to wear my hair at the moment straight, because when my natural hair was much shorter, whenever I had it straight, you could really see where my hair ended and where the extensions began. And now I just feel like it blends so well that you wouldn't even know. Look at that. Can't even tell you how soft my hair feels right now. You can probably tell. Look at that. I love it. I also felt very inspired after watching the Friends reunion to have poker straight Rachel Green hair. Here you go, guys. I don't know if you can see that, but look how shiny and sleek and healthy my hair looks after using those. Honestly, I love them. If you are looking for a styler and you have long hair, extensions, thick hair, frizzy hair, I would definitely recommend looking into these. Obviously, you know, I also love the Platinum Plus. That is much smaller in size, but if you have particularly thick or long hair, these are your babies. And now that I'm actually ready for the day, the sun's gone. It's meant to rain from tomorrow, so that's a bit sad. Alfie and I are actually heading into London for a little like mini getaway, which we're both very excited about. And yeah, the weather is, I don't think, gonna be as hot, humid or sunny, which might be a good thing if we're gonna be in central London. I'm gonna go downstairs, I think get an ice lolly because it's just too hot. Maybe even put my feet in the pool. Oh, that's another thing I haven't updated you on here. We have a pool up in the garden. I think this could be my saving grace as I enter my 3rd trimester in the summer. I think I'm going to spend all my time in there. So I'm really excited about it. I've been dipping my feet in because it's been a little bit too cold for me to just fully submerge myself in. If you all think I'm glowing, you're wrong. I'm sweating. This is sweat. I actually posted this on my Instagram, but I said I'd love to know what things you did to get you through your third trimester in the summer. If you are one of those people that have gone through a summer and been heavily pregnant, I need to know how you did it. Lots of people on Instagram said ice, ice lollies, submerging feet in cold water, which is good because I can do that in the pool. Aircon unit, which Alfie and I have already bought. He's got one on his side. He picked this up from Tesco for like £30. I think we might get a big one for the bedroom. But this little is called a Chill Max Air. It's been great so far. You can freeze the little filter, you fill it with cold water, and it genuinely works. I love it. I don't think this would cool down a room, but for your bedside table at night, if any of you are currently hot and pregnant, or just hot and not pregnant, then I would definitely say either go to your local Tesco and see if they've got this one, this little £30 one, or they have them on Amazon. I think if you just type in like desktop aircon unit that you add water to, oh, life-changing. If I still made favourites videos, that would be up there this month. It just got very hot just now and I was like, I'm just gonna lie down for a minute in front of my aircon unit. Anyway, she's currently going nuts, and I know that now that I've got the camera out, oh, there you go. Thank you, baby. On cue. This little one. Can you see her just moving around? I genuinely feel like I'm gonna miss that feeling of her in my tummy when she's not in there anymore. Maybe I won't, or maybe I'll be like, oh, that's nice, it's just gas bubbles now. But I really like it. It's one part of pregnancy that I thought I would find really weird and make me feel very claustrophobic. But I actually, at the moment, I don't know that I'll be saying this in like 10 weeks time, but at the moment I really like feeling her move around. And in one of my apps actually it said that over the next couple of weeks I'll feel the most movement I will feel because she's bigger and she still has space, whereas from here on in I think she gets less space. She'll still obviously move around, but it just won't be as like, oh, like somersaulty, I suppose. One thing she does do a lot, which if you follow me on Instagram I actually posted a photo of, is she sticks out a lot. Probably 7 times a day, 5 to 7 times a day, she will push herself out, whether it's her head, her bum, I'm not sure, creating what always looks like the weirdest shape tummy. Like I've got so many photos of my tummy just looking so weird, like the shape of it. Like the other day it looked like a butternut squash, then somehow it was flat, so she'd pushed up but it was just, my bump was totally flat. And quite a few midwives actually on Instagram messaged me and said like, that's a really good sign of a healthy baby, like she's really active and she's like really like strong. And I was like, okay, great. But yeah, that is a very, very strange feeling, and I have found that to be slightly uncomfortable sometimes, because obviously she's pushing out from my insides outwards, so obviously I can feel from the inside and the pressure on the outside, which is like a feeling that I cannot explain. I tried to explain it to Alfie last night and I was like, there is nothing I can compare it to. Like, it's not a feeling that I've ever felt before, similar to anything ever. So yeah, I just thought I'd share that in case any of you also have little ones in your tummies already trying to push out. As long as she has this much enthusiasm for getting out of my tummy in like 3 months time, fine. You just got to stay in there till then, if that's okay. But yeah, show this enthusiasm in 3 months, that would be lovely. So in my last clip I was like, I'm gonna wait till Alfie's free and then we'll sit down and chat about the 4D scan together. I feel like that's all I've been saying this whole vlog. And then you were literally busy until late in the evening. Then you did a workout.
I was like, I'm free.
Then you
it's
did
10:30 and you're like, kind of in bed.
Yeah,
I was like,
good. And then you had a shower and I was like, no, like, let's just do this tomorrow.
I'm trying to sit somewhere where my head doesn't look 9 times the size of yours. So I might just sit on this coffee table.
Okay.
But it is also glass.
Be careful. You might be aware we are not at home.
I wish this was our house.
This is our secret little room that we've never shared with you before. Alfie and I have actually come to London and we are staying in possibly the most incredible hotel I've ever stayed in, and I'm gonna end this vlog here, which I know is such a, like, what's it called? Cliffhanger. But I'm carrying on vlogging through the weekend, but I was originally gonna end this vlog yesterday. Didn't get a chance, so I'm doing it now, and then I'm going to start another vlog where we'll show you the hotel and explain why we're here, and just basically we're just having a little baby moon. That strawberry
is so good.
It smells incredible.
There's only 3 left, so I need to stop because then we can have half each.
You know I love a strawberry, especially the baby loves a strawberry. Anyway, that's why we are not
I don't even know what we're sitting down to talk about. All I know is that you needed me to chat.
Well, it was just more for us to talk about our experience having a 4D scan.
And with my mum and my sister.
With your mum and your sister.
Which was really cool.
And then to just share like a little pic that I've got on my phone, because I feel like if we don't share a picture, you're all going to be like, seriously guys, we want to see the baby. We were actually very lucky. There was somebody there who, it was her second time trying to get a 4D scan of her baby, and the baby just was not having any of it, so they were like, you're gonna have to come back a 3rd time.
I have people that are confused what Zoe means by that, as in like if the baby's hands or the arms are over their face, then obviously
or
you can't
if they're
see,
in a certain position,
or if they're like, yeah, facing the other way, or also if the placenta is in different positionings as well. Can that affect it if it's on the front?
I assume, but luckily for us, she was showing her face. She did have one hand up like this.
I think she had both. I think she was like this, but one arm was particularly in the way.
And then her feet, she was folded in half. Her legs, she was like this.
Her feet were,
and her legs were here.
Straight up. I can't even do it, like. No. Straight up, both of them like this. So her feet were above her head.
She was a U shape, basically. Yeah. And actually the sonographer was really, really lovely, and he was like, yeah, babies get themselves in all kinds of positions. So yeah, we were like, wow, imagine trying to bend in half like that. So this is a little picture. I'm gonna have to like,
try and focus it.
Yeah, tap the screen. There she is. In all her 4D glory.
And you can see her arm is obviously on the far side over here.
Yeah, this is her arm.
In the way. But you can still see a good like chunk of her face.
Look at her little lips and her little nose.
Her nose.
Maybe if I put the brightness down, it will actually be slightly better. That's probably better. Yeah, that is...
Her eye looks a little bit creepy on the camera, but in real life it doesn't look as creepy as that.
What were you saying before?
I was saying, like, I've always said, and I think I have said it in videos as well, like, you've got to be fully honest if your baby's not cute, because there is such like a a parent bias of, you know, people are like, oh my gosh,
my baby's
honestly,
so
my baby's
cute.
just the cutest, and then you're like, yeah, like, oh yeah.
All babies are cute in their own special way.
In their own way.
Yeah.
But when it's your own, you're often blindsided by just pure love for that baby. However, I genuinely think she looks really cute, and I don't think I'm blindsided.
We were looking at it, we were like, does she have your nose? Does she have your lips? Does she have my lips?
Look how pouty her little lips are.
I know. I don't think those are my lips. I think they might be your lips, but
She's got like a little dimple, little dip
she obviously
here.
still has a long way to go. She has more fat to go on her little face, but so far we thought she looked quite cute.
And it was cool as well, because obviously in the scan, when we're doing the 4D scan, we can see 4D movement. So like this is obviously one picture, but when we're watching it actually be done, like you can probably see her open and close her mouth, you can see her swallowing, you can see her like moving around, like closing and opening her hands
At
in
one
4D.
point, she went from like this to like opened her mouth and like stretched her head up to show us her neck. Neck didn't look that long actually.
No.
Didn't. Might have your neck.
Average length neck.
It wasn't a Sugg neck, it was a Day's neck. That was really exciting, and
it was cool being able to just do it with my mum and sister
yeah,
as well.
exactly. It's obviously not the sort of thing that we would get like over and over and over, but it was fun to do. And just like when I showed so I sent it to my parents obviously, and they then showed their parents, so my grandparents, and they just couldn't believe like
what's going on? How do you have a picture?
how I think my dad actually said, let me have a look, just showed your nan. I said, that's your great granddaughter. She said, what, inside her tummy? Like she like,
mind blown. How is it possible?
Because obviously our grandparents probably didn't even have a scan. Probably didn't even have a scan at all.
I feel like my mum had maybe like 1-2 scans.
I think my mum had 2, but she said to me that they didn't really do the scans for you to see. It was for them to see, so they didn't often like turn the screen or explain kind of what the sonographer was looking at. So mum was like, oh no, she had never had any printouts, nothing. So
didn't even have a printout.
No.
So she doesn't have any of the scans now.
No, I don't think your mum does she? You should ask her.
Never thought about it.
No, I don't think my mum has any scans.
No, that's so great.
Joe.
Imagine what's going to be possible in like another 10 years or like 5 years.
What I was saying in my vlog with Mark, how cool would it be if you had something on your phone, you hover it over your...
Oh, yeah.
And you can see...
That's definitely going to be.
But it, surely,
gonna be
I don't know,
possible.
would it be harmful for the baby to have things like that? Who knows? But technology
crazy, isn't
advances...
It? Like, cars are driving themselves.
Yeah, it's true. Technology advances so quick, like you can't even predict what our daughters, if she chooses to have kids, what her scan will be like compared to this.
Also, you've missed one thing from the day that we did as well. That was more you.
What did I do?
What did you purchase?
Oh, so they have these like teddy bears.
You said these like, no, it's like a full, it's like a Build-A-Bear teddy bear, like it's massive.
And you can pick, there's loads of different ones, and you can get the heartbeat recorded and put in it. And I was like, oh no, we don't need one of them. It's
we
all
said
good.
no thank you.
We said
in
no,
advance.
it's fine. And then actually, no, I think it was your mum or Poppy that said, oh, you may as well.
Probably my mum.
Yeah.
And then we were in the actual scan, and the woman was like, are you sure? Because this is the bit when we do it.
And I was like, just record it just in case. And then when we walked out, I was like, okay, I'll have it in this bear.
So we've got a teddy bear at home that's like, if you press the back of it, has playing the actual heartbeat of our daughter. Which I don't know if that's cute, or if it's weird, or if it's both.
We've played it to Nala a few times, which is quite cute. She doesn't know what it is, obviously, but...
I think it's a bit weird.
I did actually wake up one morning and Alfie was holding the teddy.
You know
he
why?
was asleep and he was like that because it's the softest thing I've ever felt.
For some reason it was on the bed, and I woke up in the night and I was like, and I literally hugged it, and I knew when I was falling asleep, I was like, I'm literally cuddling this bear that I've said was like a weird idea, and like proper cuddling it. Cause it
When
was
I
so
woke
soft.
up, you were literally like...
Yeah.
It was so cute. Anyway, that was our little 4D scan. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you've enjoyed this vlog. It's been quite mismatched, but all my vlogs are a bit like that, so there's nothing new there. I will speak to you soon, and I'm going to continue filming this weekend, so you'll see all of what Alfie and I get up to.
Can I ask for one quick thing?
Yeah?
If anyone watching has had a 4D scan, can you tag us on Insta stories and put it up?
Yeah!
I want to see what other babies look like on 4D scans.
Do you know what though? When we were listening to the Rose and Rosie's podcast on the way in to London, and they said that their 4D scan looked exactly like something else they'd found on the internet.
Yeah, like another picture.
And then they were like, how do we know there's not a conspiracy, that it's just like 100 or so recordings of like people's 4D scans, and then when you go for one, they just play it. And now since I heard that, I'm like, is that a thing? Imagine if that's a thing.
No, that can't be.
No.
No, because when she's moving, you were feeling her move in real time.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true, actually. But yeah, it was one of those things when the minute you hear it, you're like, oh my god, that is a conspiracy. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again very soon.